You know those incredible custom lighting displays you see everywhere? The ones where every single light is doing its own unique thing, creating these amazing flowing patterns? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the surprisingly simple little component that makes it all happen. This thing became a global favorite because it's cheap, it's easy, and it's super powerful. So let's deconstruct this string of lights and see what really makes it tick. So you look at this, and at first glance, it just seems like a pretty standard set of lights, right? But how in the world does this one string with just a couple of wires create these super complex, individually controlled light shows? That's the big question, and that's exactly what we're going to solve today. All right, to really get how the whole string works, we've got to start small. We need to understand its most basic part. So let's zoom way in on just one of these lights and see what makes it so smart. See? This isn't just some simple little bulb. Each one of these modules is a complete, self-contained unit. You should think of it less like a light and more like a single programmable pixel that you can put absolutely anywhere. And this right here, this little thing labeled WS2811 IC, that is the secret sauce. That's the magic ingredient. It's the entire reason these pixels can be individually controlled and do all those cool things. So here's the key takeaway. That WS2811 integrated circuit is basically a tiny little computer, a little brain tucked inside every single light. It's programmed to listen for a specific digital signal, and when it hears its name called, it tells its LED exactly what color to be and how bright to be. That's what makes them addressable. And these little brains are packed into an incredibly tiny package. As the diagram shows us, the diameter of each pixel is just 12 millimeters. I mean, that's small enough to be super versatile for all kinds of creative projects you can dream up. Now, here's another key detail, especially if you're a project planner. The diagram points out that each pixel is spaced about 7 to 7.5 centimeters from the next one. This gives you a really nice, consistent layout right out of the box, no guesswork needed. Okay, so each pixel has a brain. That's cool. But how do we actually talk to it? How do we give it instructions? Well, the answer is surprisingly simple, and it all comes down to these three little wires. You can think of this as the nervous system that brings the whole string to life. We've got a standard 3-pin JST connector, which is just the input port for our three signals. You've got power, you've got ground, and you've got the all-important data wire. And getting it hooked up is incredibly straightforward. Really, it's as simple as this. The red wire connects to a 5-volt power source. The blue wire is your ground connection. And the white wire, that's the data line. That's the magic wire that sends all the instructions from your controller to the tiny brain in each pixel. So we know how it's built and we know how to wire it up. But why would you pick this specific component for your project over all the others? Let's take a look at the key features that make this little guy so incredibly popular. So here's the quick summary. You get those individually addressable pixels we've been talking about. It uses that super simple 3-wire control system. It runs on a really common 5-volt DC power input, and it has one more killer feature. It's waterproof. And that's not just some minor detail. This is a major advantage. It's got an IP68 waterproof rating. You know what that means? It means it's completely protected against dust and can literally be submerged in water. This just blows the doors wide open for a huge range of creative possibilities. And hey, the creators don't mince words here. It says it right there. These can be used for outdoor holiday displays, for architectural lighting, or, as it says, even underwater. Just imagine what you could do with fountains or pool lighting. The possibilities are awesome. So there you have it. We've broken it down from a full string to a single pixel. From the wiring all the way to its waterproof rating, the mystery is solved. And now, all that power, all that knowledge, it shifts to you. You know, the most important takeaway from all of this is that you now understand the fundamental building block. These simple, robust, and smart pixels, they aren't just boring components on a diagram anymore. They're tools for your own imagination. So, we're going to leave you with this thought. We've deconstructed the how, but the what? Well, that's entirely up to you. Now that you know the secrets behind the magic, what amazing project are you gonna bring to light?